Assalamu alaikum. Today we will discuss about production of X-rays. X-rays were first discovered by Roentgen in 1895 and he was awarded with first Nobel Prize of Physics in 1901 on this first discovery. Now for production of X-rays, we have an element. As X-ray is atomic technique, main our sample is atom. Atom, we deal with atom in this technique. So this is an atom with center, there is nucleus, and around nucleus there are different shells. In these shells, electrons are arranged. Now these shells are K shell, L shell, M shell, N shell, and so on. First two shell, initial two shell, K and L, they were basically given the name after the German words. K is from German word kurz, which means short, and L is from German word lang, which means long. So these two shells were given the name after the German words, and later on it was decided that all other shells will be given the name so on in alphabetic manner. I mean K, L, M, and if new element will be discovered, its shell will be with higher atomic number, its shell will be O. So these are shells in which electrons are arranged. Now for production of X-rays, high energy electrons are bombarded on the elements. High energy electron. Why high energy electron? As X-ray is X-ray production, it is inertial phenomena. For production of X-rays, we have to remove inertial electron, and for removal of inertial electron, we bombard high energy electron on the elements. When these high energy electrons are bombarded on the elements, these high energy electrons eject electron from some inertial, meaning they strike with inertial electron and knock out this inertial electron. Now due to removal of this inertial electron, vacancy is created. A vacant place is created in the inner shell. Now inner shells are stable enough. Due to their low energy, inner shells are quite stable, and outer shell electron try to occupy this vacant position. So any electron from the outer shell, it can fall into this inner vacant position to occupy this place. So when electron from outer shell, any outer shell, it fall into this vacant position. Now there is difference of energy between this outer shell and inner shell. This difference of energy is released in the form of photons. Outer shell electron, they have high energy. When these high energy electrons jump into this inner shell with low energy, then difference of energy between these two shells, it is released in the form of photons, and these photons are basically X-rays. So this is how X-rays are produced. Electrons are bombarded. As a bombardment of electrons, some inertial electron is removed. By removal of inner shell, inner vacant position is generated, and some outer shell electron jump into this vacant position to occupy this place. As a result, difference of energy is released in the form of X-rays. Now, during production of X-rays, sometime another phenomena may occur. This is how X-rays are produced, but sometime when X-rays which are produced, their energy can match with some outer shell electron ionization energy. Mean energy of these X-ray photon, it match with energy of some electron, some outer shell electron, and it match with ionization energy of these outer shell electron. It's ionization energy. So sometime it happens that energy of these photons match with ionization energy of outer shell electron, surface electron, these are outer shell electron. If this happens, then instead of releasing photon, here another phenomena may occur, and this phenomena is that these photons are absorbed by this electron, this outer shell electron, and from here this outer shell electron is ejected. Mean due to these X-rays which are produced, these X-rays are not released, these X-rays are captured by some outer shell electron, and outer shell electron, it is ejected. This outer shell electron is given the name Auger electron. It's Auger electron, and its study is called Auger electron spectroscopy, a complete technique abbreviated as AES, Auger electron spectroscopy. So during production of X-rays, it is a side phenomenon. I mean, Auger electrons are also produced during production of X-rays, and it is a separate study. We study these Auger electrons for surface analysis because they are present on the surface. So it is a separate technique, separate from X-rays. It is a technique for the study of surface analysis. It is called Auger electron spectroscopy. However, as Auger electrons are produced during X-ray production, so we have just discussed them with X-ray production. For X-ray production, primary production of method, it is bombardment of electron, removal of inner shell electron, vacant position is generated, outer shell electron jump into vacant position, and here X-rays are produced. So this is how X-rays are produced, and this was the method which was first used by Roentgen, and he produced X-rays. Although he produced his X-rays, he was not known that he's producing X-rays. He was just testing, he was bombarding some elements with electron, and X-rays were produced accidentally at that time. But now we know this is method how X-rays are produced.